Well, it's the morning after the hurricane. It wasn't too bad. We got a little over 3 inches of rain and some wind. You can see all the leaves and little saplings blown over, but really didn't get any video because we really had thunderstorms worse than majority of it. It was just a good steady shower and some rain over about 12 hours or so. But it's a little wet up here this morning. I backed in right there and I was like, I don't need to go any farther. So I left the excavator all the way back there in the back because I didn't want any trees to blow over on it. So I'm going to go down there and get it and bring it up here. I've got some oil and some diesel fuel. I'm going to try to get these, I'm going to try to get the fire started today, at least one of them, and kind of see how that goes. So let's get started on that. It's a little squishy this morning. Shouldn't have any squeaky tracks. Here we go. No squeaky squeak. So the squeaky noise is the links in the tracks. There's nothing you can grease or oil. It's just there's just pins through steel, and when it's nice and dry, it's squeaky. I'm gonna head off there to the first pile that I started and see if I can't dig in there and find something dry and get a fire started and see how it's gonna go. I'm not feeling the greatest in the world today. I guess one day off took all my ambition and threw it out the window. Here it is, 9:40, and I'm just getting to work. Oh well, it's a good day to burn at least. Well, I got the fire started. See how well it takes off. Just got to get a nice hot spot in there first before it's going to do too much. This brush and stuff was pretty dry, other than just getting rained on. So once it gets nice and hot, it should kind of clear up pretty nicely, I think. I just got to get a good hot spot burning. I probably should have started the fire on the other end since the wind is blowing to my left, but it is what it is right now. Well, it's always getting hot when it starts making that noise. Starting to clear up pretty good. At least the wind is blowing in that direction. There's nothing for a very long ways. And it's misting again, which really ain't gonna hurt nothing. It's as wet as it's going to get right now, unless it just falls a flood. So I'm gonna keep stacking stuff on top of that and see if I can get a nice hot fire going, and then I can start grabbing all this stuff right here. And what I would like to do is get all this stuff on the pile first before I start that one, because the wind's going to be blowing directly where I need to sit. So that's what I'm going to try to do. The fire's been burning for about an hour now. Get everything pushed up again and go ahead and stack some more stuff on there. Unfortunately, this stuff has gotten pretty wet, but still pretty green, so it just didn't spread through the pile like I was hoping it would. But it is drying it out, and it is burning. Just not great. Not like the Beely Good farm, where I literally burn all that brush with like 17 acres of brush with like a gallon and a half of diesel fuel. But when it sits for 2 months in 90 to 100 degree weather, it tends to dry out pretty good. This has been down for about 2 weeks. Which it was really dry. The day before yesterday when I left, it would have burnt really good, I think. But I would have set the woods and everything in the county on fire. know if I'm going to get enough hot spot to be able. I was hoping to grab some burning sticks and logs and throw in that pile and get that one going, but it's not looking great right now for being able to do that. Up a little bit, those tree-linked pine logs. picking through all this stuff. It's just always turns to mud when it rains. You know, it was all nice and dusty when I pushed all this up, and when it gets wet, it's just wet brush with mud in it. kind of got to go out. Can't stack it but so high, it just keeps falling off the pile. But you can see why I wanted to get all this brush down here to the burn pile area before it rained. Can you imagine trying to push this stuff through all that mud? You think it's got a lot of dirt in it now? That would be a lost cause. It's in the pile, that heat will kind of start radiating through it. Just keep drying everything out. You just kind of keep pushing it together. Finally got some flames there in the top of that, but I got all of that brush that was piled up in front of it on the pile. It's really not spreading through it like I thought it would, but it's still burning it down. I'm not feeling the greatest in the world, so I'm just kind of chilling out right here for a little while. I was thinking about starting this pile right here. I made a little hole for it. I just haven't got the ambition to get out and start it. I think I'm going to go over there and grab some of that burning brush and chunk in it and see if it'll get started and get burning. I got a lot right here to put on it. It goes all the way around. We'll see. It'd be nice to get it started. At least it'll dry it out, and then I'll come back probably Monday. It's going to be too wet to do anything else and restack it all again. Took me a little 30-minute power nap. See if I can't grab some of this stuff that's burning and lay over here. I don't think it's going to go near as good as it has on my other burn piles in the past, but at least it'll put some hot, dry material right there. If that doesn't take, I'll splash a little diesel fuel on it. That's probably going to be the highlight of my day. I'm about ready to go home. Hard to grab this stuff because it's kind of all crisscrossed in there. No fat lighter stumps up here, unfortunately. That's not going to be enough to get it started. Guess if I do just keep grabbing enough stuff that has burnt, at least it'll still have some nice dry stuff. Don't really want that stump. Oh, I like that one. It's burning for now. Of course, it's at the complete wrong angle to pick up. It'll be going out by the time I get it grabbed. Keep grabbing some dry brush here and logs and piling them up and see if I can get a fire started. It's not looking great, but it's got better potential than setting some rained on green stuff on fire. Off so far. Go down here, I got some smaller stuff. It's pretty brown, better than that green pine. See if I can't grab it and put that on top of it. Get rid of some of these harpoons. Try to put the smallest and the driest stuff I have possible on there, and that allows it to build a nice hot spot. Once you got a nice hot spot, you can start piling some of that greener stuff on there. So like I'll come right here and I got a big pile of smaller hardwood trees. Now they are soaking wet, so that's not helping anything, but it should dry out quicker than that green pine will. Get some hot coals in there. Whatever I can to get what I can burn up. The wind's blowing in a good direction. It shouldn't be bothering anybody. Might be bothering somebody that way, but I think it's hooking back around. It's so far between the next house over there, I think it's spreading out pretty good. Grab a little bit of pine. Off. Believe it or not, that other one gave me a fit. So might do all right. If I can muster the energy up to stay here and keep it piled on there, I'll get a lot of this burn up. But I don't think that's going to happen. but at least it will start drying the pile out. Maybe it'll spread through it, I don't know. Keep piling it on there, letting it cook away. Dirt in it. Not much dirt, it's just wet. A couple more and I'll let that sit. I'm gonna go stack up the other pile. That one done pretty good considering. Let that do what it's going to do. Hopefully burn. Go over here and push this one up. So it'll just kind of keep burning the hole out right in the center. It's not spreading through the pile because it's so green. So you got to kind of sit there and go around here and just keep pushing it into the center. But it's hot. Clearly see it. It's cooking away in there. So little by little. Definitely not a huge aggressive fire by no means. It can get some air to it, it might take on off pretty good. What happens is all this dirt and roots and sticks get all kind of piled up at the bottom. Kind of blocks the airflow off a little bit. I'm going to let that do what it's going to do and keep an eye on this other pile. Looks like that's going to take off, so might have something to work with here. Well, I just did a little hit and run. Whoops! That branch stuck out a little farther than I thought it was. All right. Boy, look at the mud on the tracks. It's burning pretty good though. I'm gonna grab what I can right here and stack that one up, and I think that's all I feel like doing for today. Well, I've had enough for today. I'm gonna call it a day. I got a fair amount of that right there piled onto it. That one's burning pretty good. I didn't think it would take off like it has. And then this one right here is burnt down a fair amount today as well. And that should burn down pretty nicely. It'll leave a nice ring around the outside of brush, and if I feel froggy, I may come back up here tomorrow and restack that. If not, be back here Monday and finish getting all that. It's supposed to be kind of dreary and nasty the next couple of days, so that'll be perfect for burning, and will at least dry the center of that pile out pretty good.